Birds are real.
Thank God he's finally committed it to paper.
Yeah, it's really good that
he's writing his dissertation on birds.
That's right. Yeah, that's why DJ's not here yet. He's
he
writing.
Just ran back out of the room to go confirm it, scream it from the mountaintops.
Yep.
The legends are true. Birds are real.
Ancient scrolls.
The prophecy.
I was wrong.
Yeah, the government's outside. He's talking to them, so that way he can, prove to them.
Oh God, Mike. Oh, it's so long, Mike.
What is this? I'm confused. What are
Mike always sends chat spams at the beginning of any of the streams.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he finds like other copy pasta things that get tossed into streams and he just changes it to Destroy Dawn.
Oh my God.
Is there something wrong with the sound?
Hello?
It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'll go restart the audio and the thing. That was what it was the last time.
Look what we've done to him.
Horrifying.
I swear, like, we'll be home and, like, nothing will be happening. And I'll just start, like, cracking up to myself. And it's just that stupid video.
Yeah.
Either that or she's in the other room of the house and I'll scream her across the house.
It's so good! Oh, Band-Aid! Like,
The Band-Aid one.
Big old Band-Aid.
big old Band-Aid! Like, so many good ones.
Christ.
It's never early. I think it's good. Thank you, Mike, again for the chat spam. Anyway, hello. We're Not Great RPG. We're here once again for the Veiled Force of Orvigo. We're going to go around the table real quick, and then we'll wait for DJ to get back from his dissertation on why birds are really more real than any other animal in the entire good old green earth. So I'm Don, most of the time, and today I'll be playing Flint Iron Fist.
I'm Sarah, and I'll be playing Chessa.
I did not remember that quote. That quote's fucking great. That's amazing. You can drown anything.
You just put your mind
What's the context?
I like to think it was probably in the water cultist lair. Like when
I don't know, man.
I don't remember Rise ever being that excited about anything.
If it's death, if it's an opportunity to just murder, absolutely. Maybe it was when I was like a crocodile.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And I was a crocodile and I held things under the water with my bite attack.
Yep.
I'm John. I do things like that.
That quote's got real Danganronpa vibes.
It does.
Oh my God.
You can drown anything.
I'm Glenn, and when I was a crocodile, I got cursed with a big ole eye. I play Crumb.
I'm Chell. I play Tim's mom.
Our hero, Tim.
Timmy boy.
The police are here.
Hi, I'm here. I'm DJ. I'm the DM.
Bird whisperer.
I'm indeed a bird whisperer. I had a radio antenna installed in my brain, so I can now speak to them telepathically.
Very good.
Clip.
To amplify his psionic powers.
Yeah.
Turkey noises amplified.
He can only speak to turkeys, actually.
Like turkeys. Turkeys are the only real birds.
What you don't know is I've just summoned a flock of them.
Walk a flock of turkeys.
They wait.
There's no windows they can get in through.
Thank God
That's
for
blocked.
safe. Yeah.
For now.
Also,
Turkeys.
definitely not big enough to fit a turkey.
Ooh, dude, rogue turkeys.
Ooh, okay.
They're coming in.
Where's the turkey folk?
I was just about to ask.
that
I'm like,
right
where's
there?
the book with the
Come
turkey?
on,
Why
wizards.
couldn't you make an Aarakocra? That's
made
just
that joke
an Eric Turk
yesterday.
crew.
So
Nobody
sorry.
said anything.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was funny, and apparently it was.
I was inspired by you, Sarah. You're my
So I
inspiration.
made that joke yesterday. Nobody said anything.
Did you?
Yes.
Sarah's the real funny one.
I was a little out of it.
Glenn does that to me a lot. I'll say a
Who's
joke,
drunk
it's
as
kind of
shit.
funny, and Glenn says it
Sorry.
louder. And I'm like, all right, and I'll just go kill myself. Yes, that's fine.
So, last week, you guys made your way to the library in Grodeveg.
Yeah.
What?
It's still playing in my head.
I'm broken, don't mind me.
You went into the library and met the librarian, Euphemia. After some conversation, you began to explore the library of Grodeveg, finding fiction and nonfiction separated down the middle of the library. as you looked around, you found multiple copies of the same book, not all the books were the same book, but multiple copies of the same books, filling up space on the shelves. You asked the librarian if there was more. She said, there's more on the second levels. You're more than welcome to explore them. You asked if there was a basement. She tried to lie and say no, but it didn't go over too well. So you began to explore and try to find ways into the basement. Flint running his hands around the sides of bookcases to check for like switches and things like that, presumably. Was asked pretty quickly to stop by Euphemia. While that was happening and Euphemia was distracted with Flint, Olaf took his Hydra tooth fist weapon thing and began carving out sections of the floor before ripping the floor up and hopping down a rope into the lower levels, the subterranean levels of this library. Was immediately met with 2 guards. The sound of the floor being torn up obviously resounded through the library, so everyone knew it was there.
The sound of music.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
From the singing child.
I need to make sure...
You're in heaven now.
Olaf, what books do you get? I get those goosebumps every time.
That was good. That was good.
Give me one moment. Okay,
Big fan of the Harry Potter.
So that's sick. Just had to make sure I had the right map up here.
Grow up.
We've reduced it to a syllable.
It's like the water bottle noise.
Yep.
So you,
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna scream.
It's just the threat of it now.
Played them all out.
Olaf went down into the library's lower levels where he was met by 2 monks that immediately started attacking him with no time in between at all. I can't quite remember how the top of it was closed once more, but the top was closed.
I had tied a rope off with ribbons on upper side and lower side and yanked it as I went down.
Right, so that way it would close itself. That's right. The sound of the floor reverberated through the library. Euphemia, looking over and seeing Olaf just tore up a part of the floor, ran out into the streets of Grodeveg screaming, guards. Minerva chased out after her, casting hold person as she was on the stairs of the library. Ran out to grab her and looked to her left and saw 4 guards making their way, now with weapons drawn in, very quickly towards the library. She grabbed Euphemia, pulled her back inside, closed and barred the doors, and the 4 guards began there was brief interaction outside of the library. I'm just kind of, moving quickly through it here. Pulled her inside. The rest of the party made their way over to the hole in the floor that Olaf had gone down. Began taking time trying to get it open before succeeding in getting it open in extravagant fashion, unfortunately causing it to crush Minerva, as happens. So Chessa summoned, can't remember what, but to assist with lifting the...
Big hand.
A big hand, that's right.
Stone hand.
Stone hand. To assist in lifting it off of Minerva. You were able to push it the rest of the way off. If I remember right, everyone then hopped down into the lower levels, right?
No. I'm the only one that made
He was the only one that made it.
Yeah.
They were on their
We
way
left
to.
off here.
Yeah.
We left off with you guys
we're
standing
in
around
progress.
Yeah, they were running. I was looking into the hallway as he came down and saw me with the 2 corpses.
Euphemia just succeeded on her hold person.
Correct.
And was able to move and speak again. That's where. So where we left off last week was with Euphemia looking at you all and saying, or whoever is around her, which would be Chessa, Flint, Minerva, and...
I think you mean Tim's mom.
Tim's mom.
Tim's mom. That's what I said.
I think that's it.
Star dated.
The only note I have is, turn around, say it again.
You 3, those 2 are down there. Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. She had looked at you 3 and said, do you know what you've just done? And that's where we're picking up this week, is with her having just said that.
Cool.
What did we do?
I believe we broke into the basement.
You are now enemies of this city.
That sounds like your fault.
I just wanted some help, ma'am.
Why would you destroy my library?
She can't read!
Can't read.
She can't read.
Not even a little bit.
And that allows you the opportunity to tear up the floor of my library.
I didn't tear up the
and
floor of your
break
library.
into a restricted area.
That was not me. That was someone else.
So you're going to leave then?
Well, I don't know if I can leave now.
I was told there was a corridor.
I don't know if I can necessarily leave now.
Yep. Prom.
Well, then this is your last chance to leave before
Bag.
you're made an enemy of the city.
I think we'll work
Well, how-
past that.
How can I go?
You can leave through the front door.
With the guards?
Correct.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I don't think that's gonna work either.
I would probably tackle her into this hole.
Can I cast Hold Person again?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna fail.
Sick.
She rolled. She rolled a 5. What's the save? It's wisdom.
Much bigger.
You're 14, I think.
Yeah, she fails.
Okay.
She stands still. Let me. Can she still talk in whole person?
I think so. You're not paralyzed. You're just restrained.
Target.
I think you're paralyzed.
I think you're paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
You're paralyzed but not incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
No. According to paralyzed, a paralyzed creature is incapacitated.
Incapacitated as well.
Oh.
So can't speak. Can't move.
I guess it would take a whole
Hi-ho,
action
Silver!
for me to tie a rope around her.
Hi ho, monkey!
I can't remember if we were still in initiative order.
We were.
We
We
were.
ended with Euphemia's turn.
We ended with Euphemia's turn. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who's after her?
Guard
Guard
three.
3.
Because you guys had a separate initiative from me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Guard 3, then 1, then
killed that
4,
guy.
then 2, and then Minerva.
Yeah, all the guards and then Minerva.
Okay. So that doesn't happen quite yet.
That's fine.
We'll get back to that in a second.
We can pretend that happened later, and that'll count as my action.
And then she'll also re-roll that save.
Fair enough.
So we're gonna do the guard's strength checks to break into the door, and they're all gonna do it with advantage because there's 4 of them. Just so that's a 17 and a 10. So you would hear the door a good thud, and you would hear wood begin to splinter and break.
Did we get any of them? One of them's...
One of them's down.
Yeah, one's dead.
Or was
Yeah.
were they just
Or
knocked
they just
over?
knocked over.
I don't have any marked as
I think
dead.
it got knocked over.
Yeah, I don't have any of them
dead.
marked as dead. There was no violent action taken against the guards.
One of them, I think you had you had casted the spell to that they were stunned or something.
And I couldn't
I had
move, yeah.
slow.
Slow,
but
yeah,
I-
that's
yeah.
it.
That's concentration. I dropped it.
And then Flynn
To cast
also
the hand.
summoned a deck of many, or not a deck of many things, a deck of illusions thing.
I
to
sure
There was
hope
the
not.
deck of
Yeah,
mage. Yeah.
the 2
Got that?
arcane.
I'll pull it.
So that's going to be a 13 on the second. So that one's not as forceful. Mm-hmm. I'm giving it a substantial amount, but
I'm riding my monkey in the basement. My usual thing, dude.
if
And then I'm gonna play D&D later.
if I remember right, we were so we would go to the end of one initiative and then flip back to you.
Yeah, you guys would go through your internal thing and then
Yeah,
come
so
to me.
Olaf
They're
would be-
dead, so now it's just me. If you want to shift him to being in the initiative
True.
with me.
True. Yeah, so Crom, you're going
Or
to
if
be
you
down
just
there.
want to shift
The
them
whole
into,
one, yeah.
like, combine the 2 initiative orders.
Yeah, that's up to you, because
Yeah.
motherfuckers are dead. down
Theoretically-
He's
here.
either at the beginning, or at the top, or the bottom
And
of
no,
initiative order.
Sarah makes a fair point too that in a second you guys are presumably
Yeah,
all of you
we're
are
jumping
going
in
to
the
the
hole.
same
Yeah.
place. So
Theoretically, his actions will affect our
now,
actions.
yeah. Now that it's open and you guys are planning, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and do everyone's initiative together. So I'll write that over there. Cross this off. Yeah, that's right. It's 12, 10, 9, 8 for them being left. So the second one, you would hear them once again banging against the door. You hear more wood splintering and starting to crack. And then this is the last one. Yep. And on this one, that's going to be 3 successes of them. Only one didn't roll very high. On this one, you would hear the wood finally give way and the doors barge open. If you can just leave them there actually, because they haven't taken movement. So yeah, they're gonna make their way into the library. They're gonna run in, look around for a second, and then see you all kind of crowded around this section of floor. And they're going to move to there. And that's going to be the end of the guards. So then we would go to Minerva, who is going to cast... Or would this change what you would do?
If they're already right here, yeah.
I wouldn't put them in range of us because we couldn't get from the door all the way over to here.
Right.
True.
Correct.
Okay.
They would make it about halfway. And they just use their action to break down the door.
Fair. Okay.
So,
Yeah, instead of doing that, I'm just gonna jump into the hole.
said it was-
My rope would be
Yeah, the
visible.
rope's still
Yeah,
there.
if the rope's still there, I'm gonna try and like
Yeah.
rappel down the
Okay.
hole.
Yeah,
Like I was able to make it down in one
Yes.
turn.
Yeah.
You grab on the rope, jump down, and just control fall your way.
What kind of movement would that count as? Because technically, I'm not climbing. I'm
And
just
you're not
falling.
and you're not moving voluntarily.
It's
You're being
repelling.
moved by gravity.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
technically not repelling because
you
there's nothing I'm bouncing off of. I'm just sliding down.
You are using the friction of the rope to stop you from falling.
But I'm gonna say it doesn't take any of your movement because
Alright.
you're not choosing to move. If something moves you, it doesn't take your movement.
Alright.
Gravity is moving you. I'm gonna say it doesn't take your movement.
Okay. I'm assuming I see these guys getting ready to run down the hallway.
The guards?
Yeah, you see two dead guards, me standing next to Olaf, and Olaf's looking down the hallway.
Also, the hallway you're looking down, I believe I described before. Where did you move to? Right to the exit of the room?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so you would see a corridor to your left that ends in a door, and then a corridor straight ahead of you.
Whichever way they're going, like if I see them like heading in
There's
a
only
direction,
one exit out of
then
this
that
room.
way.
Yep.
Going that way.
Cool. Yeah, you meet up with them, and now
How wide is the hallway there?
they're all going to be 10 feet.
10 feet? Sweet.
Yep. And then we pick back up at the top with our good buddy Flint.
Yeah, I'm gonna BKA and jump in, grab the rope, and slide my way down to the bottom.
You got it.
And then I'm gonna sprint that way into the hall, following my friends.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's 10 feet. Sorry.
All right. Anything else, or is that going to be it for your turn?
Is it dark down here?
It sure is.
Well, I'll,
There's a little bit of light being let in by the hole in the ceiling, but not a substantial amount.
That's
Sure.
gonna go away soon.
Yeah. I'll cast dancing lights.
Okay.
Make little dancing Olafs.
Sure. Also, you
What-
guys
what
just
kind of
came
dance
down
are they
into
doing?
this room, so let me describe it for you, because
Salsa. Do the robot.
You're in heaven now.
so this room is empty. There's disused books on the floor. Just reading. Yep. Torn, damaged, otherwise unwanted books. The walls would be stone. Not too particularly dusty. Looks like it's been a pretty well maintained area. I'd say from where you are, yeah, you would see that. I would ask everyone downstairs to make perception checks.
Woo!
23.
Okay.
19 on the die.
Cool.
18.
Cool.
18.
Nice. All of you roll very, very well. From the corridor directly in front of you that bends to the right, you would hear the sounds of echoing footsteps. Glenn rolled over a 20, so you can clearly hear the sound of many guards. We're going to say 5 guards running.
From which direction? You said there was a split in the...
It bends to the right, so
There
this
should be a marker
direction.
right there.
And I say guards, which isn't technically correct. You hear the sounds of footsteps running toward you.
You said it bends to...
To the right.
It goes forward from the exit of that door, from the end of the room, 10, 20, 30, 40. The bend is at 50 feet ahead of you.
Whatever.
okay.
That's fine.
So it's a distance. It's not close. Those are 5-foot squares. So it's probably going to go off the
Yeah.
bend.
Okay, cool.
Pog. All right.
Yep. And then we were going back up after Flint. We would then go to Crumb. I should have done the perception checks before I started this initiative order. I just had to correct that.
Just double check to make sure. If I pull on the rope to close the hole, what would you deem that? Would I be able to do that as a bonus action?
Not everyone's down here.
Not everyone's down here yet.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry!
Listen, that's fine.
It
It's for the greater good.
I'm not implicating you now.
it honestly depends.
We don't know that bitch!
It depends on how you would be attempting to close it.
Because what I was planning on doing is I was going to hold my action
Okay.
to wild shape into a great big monkey.
Okay.
Monkey.
Wait for Chessa to come down and pull the rope as she's coming down so that the rock right back in the hole.
I'll tell you, if you're going to attempt to do it in one short pull as opposed to a long sustained like pull, you know what I mean? The DC will be slightly higher. An object.
I was trying to utilize, with the short pull, I was trying to utilize her actual weight with my added monkey weight.
Could you climb it first and wait,
Monkey weight.
And then...
and then wild shape?
So jump and
Oh, truth.
'Cause then
You can hold your action to wait for Chessa to go down. Wild shape is a bonus action, right?
wild shape is an action.
It's a
I'm
full
going to say
action.
that it's a 25-foot rope and you're a monkey. And you can King Kong grab the lady and pull her into the hole. And if it doesn't cost movement to... If it doesn't cost... Do you have any idea what you've done? Monkey! Oh my god! What's that there?
Jesus
We
Christ.
wanted books!
Never mind, I'm going to be an octopus.
Oh my god! What, in the Eldritch Horror? No, thank you. I'd like to be a pterodactyl now.
If you would permit it, yes, I would climb up the rope.
As a monkey.
Climbing
As an
will
octopus.
take your movement.
Yes.
It's 15-foot ceiling, so that's half your movement.
I would climb up and... No, because wouldn't that also be an action grabbing her?
No. No.
I have a plan, by the
You're
way.
not grappling her.
My hand is still out there.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna close the door.
Well, me not knowing that,
Yeah, you
I'm gonna wild shape into a large ape and
Yeet her down.
get onto the rope and hold my action to yoink down to assist in pulling the thing down
Okay.
when time comes.
Sure.
So,
Monkey.
monkey.
It's a bear.
No,
We don't have a normal sized monkey.
That wasn't in the kit.
All right, so that's going to be Krom's turn. Next, we would go to Olaf.
Cool. I'm still large.
Correct.
I'm gonna...
Oh shit! So yeah, you'd be.
Yeah, I'd be
Taking
ahead
up
and
the
taking up
fucking-
that whole area. I heard the direction they were coming. I just didn't hear the quantity.
Correct. I imagine Krom might have said, like, hey, there's this many or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, before shifting,
Sonic the
it's
Hedgehog. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna... How high are the ceilings within the corridor in here?
10 feet.
Oh, my head is touching them.
12 feet.
Ow!
My head is still touching.
Yeah,
Best I can do is 1050.
11 and a half.
right?
I'm prepared to offer you $15 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna...
Shark Tank down here.
I'm gonna use my 30 feet of movement and get to where that turn is, approximately. And look in the direction of where that right bend is. See what I see.
Okay, give me 1 minute here.
Elongated peep.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a corner elongated peep.
Very
Good
good.
pat
Kind
down.
of just lean back, crouch.
Drinking! You've got to wait till I'm not drinking!
Sorry.
Fuck.
I just thought of turning the corner and saying that. Look out, Olaf, there's guards coming.
You would hear, or you would see 5 more of the same type of monks you just encountered.
Okay.
running down the hallway, making their way toward.
Okay. They're clearly visible to me. Nothing is, like, intervening. No door, no nothing like that.
Yeah, it would be a straight shot to where they are, and they would be at least 30 feet away from where you are. Because if they were here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah, they'd be about halfway down the hallway.
So they are 30 feet away from me?
Correct.
I'm gonna...
Step skin.
I'm gonna lean back against the wall and just look down at my enormous hands.
Okay.
And I will look back at Flint.
Hey.
I'm gonna pull the chains from out of my back. The 10 feet sets of chains and just start wrapping them around my palms.
About that time.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna put my back against the wall, and I will hold my action for the first person that comes from that direction. I'm going to just... Yes.
You mean like a Garrow?
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. It's...
We're now playing Hitman rules.
Yeah.
I'm
Dawn
gonna rip
was
someone's head off with these chains.
Sick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna go have a panic attack. Why is he like this?
I was gonna try to get to the end of this initiative order, but...
Oh yeah. It's no hold bar.
Gotta do it. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, dude,
The fear factor of that alone, because you are double the size of a normal human being.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
these
like 11 feet
large
tall.
fucking hands.
Unleashed a demon!
There's a giant in this basement.
Like, you'd be scared enough if, like, a regular person did that.
We just gotta hire Professor Coral. Troll in the dungeon!
Right?
I just love the idea of like anyone rounding a corner and just immediately getting
Yeah, their
caught
head
by
popped
someone,
off?
like-
With a fucking, like,
night.
it's not a thin chain.
Yes.
It's thick chain.
Yes.
It's a boat chain.
Fucking like this.
It's a mooring line.
His head
Yes.
fits in one of the legs.
Yeah, no, I'm still large, and I still have my frost rune active. Like, I'm glowing with blue runes. I'm 12 feet tall, and I weigh 1,000 pounds.
Olaf, you have
Do you emit
positive
light at all?
No. No, it just has them, like, you illuminate them when you activate them, but it doesn't say anything about, like, giving off actual light. And they're on my armor, technically not me. Oh, man, I could put fucking runes on my chains, dog.
Ooh,
They
yeah.
count as a weapon.
Carve them in there.
Yep.
What intricate carving skills.
Right.
So that's the end of our good buddy Olaf's turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
We're gonna go to Chessa. Because I'm sure I went Chessa Euphemia, but... Because you rolled the same thing.
Yeah. I think my initiative is higher or something.
And admittedly, for me as a DM, whenever any of my monsters or NPCs roll the same as a PC, I just give it to the PC.
Fair enough.
Very jealous.
I'm generous in small
I use
ways.
the word hero often.
I don't use the word hero all that often.
What I do, it's about me.
I'm gonna jump on down this hole,
Okay.
slide down the rope, and as my action, I'm going to use my my Maximilian's Earthen Grasp to just whoop
Okay.
and close the
Okay.
door behind me.
Make a strength check with advantage. Because you've got the weight of Chessa and her hand helping flip it.
Monkey got good strength, mod.
Good strength. Uh-oh.
Ah, that would have been real bad. It was a nat 1 and a 19 plus 3.
Okay. So 22. Very good.
Love when you get a nat 1 and a nat 20. It's the best.
That's the duality of mankind.
Unless
You're
you're rolling
going
with disadvantage.
Unless you're rolling with disadvantage,
That
I
is the
hate
worst.
that.
The worst thing ever.
So you feel the rope become more taut as Chessa grabs it. You pull down on the rope as well, and you hear the rock just boom. And you would hear it reverberate through this room as it closes itself, and the weight of it hits the ceiling. It's now closed. The rope's still hanging from here, but if you want to move yourself down into that room...
Oh yeah, I guess I still have my...
Here you go.
Yeah, you have your movement.
Should we have brought her?
She was kind of rude.
Sure.
I don't think so. I thought about it, but she's giving me an ultimatum.
That'll be,
Yeah, I guess I'll go as far forward as I can with...
Your movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call him a
And
monkey.
just give me 1 minute here. I'm just writing a new initiative box. And then roll an initiative on my guys.
We'll gear up over here.
You were after Crom, right?
Well, yeah, I rolled a 16.
I'm doing it again. I've rolled a 14, a 13, and a 12. And then here's a 10.
You missed 11.
No, it goes 14, 13, 12, 10. The one that didn't roll within that sequence rolled a 5. So awful.
It's fine.
What a dick.
So that was Chessa, right?
Consider.
Yes.
I'll drop concentration. Actually, I'll leave the hand where it was.
I'm just gonna bundle all of these guys together because they're all because Minerva rolled a 4. They still all go before Minerva.
Just here for the show, man.
Sorry, Tim's mom.
Get it right. I'm a new woman.
So, running down the corridor toward Olaf, completely unaware he's there. The monks are just cruising on down.
Cruising on down beach.
And you held your action until you saw one of them, right?
Yeah, as soon as one of them walks by, I'm gonna wrap that chain around his neck, try to pop his head off.
See an elven man, looks similar to the other monks you fought. Run forward. Make an attack roll with advantage because you're an unseen attacker.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Hey, good night.
Even if you wanted to.
Dobre Padre tiene.
Kebab goes back in the pocket.
Okay.
I don't know what damage I'm gonna be rolling.
That's a great question.
Like 7.
Like 7.
Just like
bucks.
7.
He would take at least a d6 in inertial damage of him running and you quickly grabbing his neck with a chain. He's at least taking a d6 in falling damage from that. Let me... Round of combat, 6 seconds. You can go 30 feet in 6 seconds.
Trying to figure out how many miles per hour he's going.
Does he shit his pants?
If he was running,
Between
he's probably
15
going about like
22.
9 miles
20
an hour.
miles an hour.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say 15 to 22 if he's running.
He's running?
Yeah.
20
So
miles an hour is fast as fuck.
I don't know.
So I don't usually step in and describe deaths. Usually I just let y'all describe those, but this one I kind of... What you'll see is this man run forward from the corner of this hallway. Olaf wraps a chain around his throat.
I will also say I am still like 10 feet tall. So it...
and just holds it tight and pulls. Because I imagine you would put a loop in it.
Yeah.
And just... And you watch as this man runs forward, his neck gets caught by this chain. He turns horizontal, and you hear a loud crack as he just to the ground.
Oh my.
So there goes one of them.
Another one bites dust.
Tim's mom.
Down the hall you hear, damn!
That shit hurted.
That shit hurted. Give me 1 second. I didn't realize it was me next. I am...
Oh, also, sorry, I skipped over all the other guards that
Oh
would
yeah,
have
there was
gone.
more than one.
They would all then start to file into this section. I said it's 10-foot hallway, so they'd be... As
2
soon
by
as they
2.
came around that corner, they'd be 2 by 2. They would make it to about the intersection of those hallways.
Are they gonna hit me?
Probably, yeah, no, that's fair.
I just literally executed their friend impromptu around a corner.
They actually hated that guy.
Thank you.
If they now love me and adore me, I accept the terms and conditions.
Greg was an asshole.
Yeah.
All right, so
Get rid of that guy for weeks.
Stole my lunch
first
every
guy,
day.
they just copy paste enemies, unfortunately, because I didn't just plan to describe this many people tonight.
Boy 2 and Boy 3.
Yeah, Monk 1, Monk 2, Monk 3, Monk 4, Monk 5.
Monkey.
So other 4 monks you would see run forward and just begin walloping toward Olaf. Actually, they wouldn't be able to surround you. Only 2 would be able to get to you. The other 2 would have to just stand there. So here's the first guy's attacks. That's a 16 and a 15.
Nope.
Neither? Sick. Alright, here's the second guy's 2 attacks. That's a 17.
Nope.
Sorry, 16 and a 6. So
I'm gonna cool 18 from the sweet full plate.
they run forward and they punch, but
Like right into my shin guard.
How many are there?
bam, bam, 4.
You actually have guards.
He killed
tied
the
around
fifth.
your
He
legs.
one-shotted that guy?
Yeah.
It's like when you accidentally
Just gonna clap them all
smack your
together.
hand against the door frame.
Now it's Chelsea's turn.
Now it's Tim's mom's turn.
All right, cool. I'm gonna take a couple steps forward, and then cast Misty Step, so I am directly behind them.
Okay.
As an unseen attacker, would you give me a
Misty Step's an action, right?
Bonus
action?
Oh, it's a bonus action?
Because they were down the hallway?
I will let you make a stealth check, flat roll, not with disadvantage.
Okay.
To not be heard behind them because they're consumed with one seeing their friend just get hung.
But if I Misty Step, I just like appear behind
Yeah, she's
them.
teleporting with it.
Right. However, there's still motion for you to attack. And you're wearing plate armor. The disadvantage from plate armor isn't from being seen, it's from being heard because it's loud as shit. So if you even like wind up for an attack, there's plate that's gonna rub against the plate.
It's fine, you win these.
19.
And it was a flat roll for a reason.
Rip it from the world.
So first, hang on, let me see. God damn it! I hate trying to do it on here. If I have,
If you're unseen, you have advantage on the attack.
no, I know. I'm trying to figure out if I like. I don't know if it's 2-weapon fighting or if I have
You have multi-attack.
Are you
multi-attack.
on the app?
Yeah,
That's why.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you have extra attack, so you're attacking
Okay.
twice still.
So the first one was a 17.
Hits.
The second one, oh wait, is it both of the advantage or just the first one?
Well, the first one would hit, and then they'd know you were there. So you wouldn't be an unseen attacker anymore.
Sure.
So it would just be the first one.
What if she hits his eyes out?
The second one, God, I hate the app, is going to be.
I bet I could have.
I cast mace.
18.
Yeah, they both hit. And I imagine you're directing them both at the same target.
Correct. The first one is 9 damage,
Okay.
and the second one is 8 damage.
Okay. Anything else on your turn? As you swing your mace, right?
No, that's it.
You got a mace, right?
Morningstar.
Morningstar, yeah, close enough. So you watch Minerva run forward with her not Minerva, Tim's mom, sorry. Misty Step behind them, swing directly into the one dude's, like, we'll say ribs, and you just hear a loud crunch from down the hallway, which also echoes down this hallway.
Crunchy.
And then she pulls back and just gives him another one.
Hit him with the 1, 2.
That's the end of Tim's mom's turn. Now we go to Flint.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip my non-existent hat and run down the hallway here. And I'm going to cast Hex, targeting. I'm gonna lean under Olaf's legs. I'm
Yeah,
pretty short.
I'll part the seas for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Very generous. For you, buddy.
Right.
And,
Don't catch the sack.
I feel
so cold.
I feel weak all of a sudden.
I'm gonna hex the monk in front of him to the right, I guess, since they're both.
We'll say
in front of him.
that's the one that Minerva hit, right?
No, I hit the
she'd
one
be
back
back
here.
there.
Yeah, she hit the one back there.
Oh, you hit
'Cause
the
I
one
hear
in the
behind
back.
him.
You're right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's monk 2.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Works for me.
Not monkey.
And then I'm going to
And what are you choosing?
strength
Yep.
as a stretch.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and then I'm gonna blast him right under the sack.
All right.
That is a 19 on the die.
That hits. Yep, for sure. And you're hitting the one that you
That I hexed, yeah.
Yep.
6, 10, 11. Roll a
11.
10 on the D10 or a 1 on the D10.
Where's your other blast going, dude?
Yeah, you get 2 at level 5, right?
Yeah, dude, you got.
I have 3 warlock and 3
Oh,
guard.
that's right. You split.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So you Eldritch blast him in the body.
Oh no, it's not in
Yeah, it scales
warlock.
with just regular levels,
That's
dude. That's why the
crazy.
multi is so good. It's the same thing with
Wow,
Wizard.
that's
With,
fucking
like, fireball and
bananas.
stuff.
Okay,
Monkey.
Got a
that's crazy as
semi-automatic
shit, dude.
Eldritch.
I did not know that. That's actually wild. Does Hex apply twice?
For the damage, yeah. If you hit on the second thing, yeah, it's every time you deal damage, dude.
Because it's
That's why it was so good with Scorching, right?
Yeah,
We've done
okay.
this for months.
Pain.
I've done it with Scorching where I haven't done it with.
What are
I
we
didn't
doing?
do it.
Where are
I haven't
we?
blasted in a
Split.
while. That's crazy. I did not know that. That makes this way better. That's an 11, so probably not.
Nope. No, an 11 won't hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
So the first one collides pretty squarely into this man. You watch him like after an Eldritch. I don't know what people do after getting hit with an Eldritch blast. I've never seen it happen.
I'd like to hear that again. I actually yell Avada Kedavra.
All right, and then after Flinty Boy, we go to Crom.
All right. Well, I got my friend Chessa on my back. My friends are down the hallway shouting things. The 2 monks that he had beaten the piss out of that are on the floor over here.
Mm-hmm.
What do they got on them?
Robes.
Any sort of like breastplates, anything like that? No actual.
Any underwear? Are they free balling it?
They're free balling.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
they?
They're monks.
That's true. All right. All right.
So
all
they're
right.
single.
Yeah.
And that's just my second question.
They're new in town.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap my shoulder real quick, let her know that we're gonna be off, and I'm gonna scoop up one of these dudes
Okay.
and meat shield him,
Okay.
and we're gonna down the hallway.
Okay.
DK.
Chunky's dead.
No.
Yeah, you can bowling ball a rock through my sack.
It's fine.
I know what to say. Does it have to be a rock?
Can it be the
Can
man?
it be a monk?
Can it be a man?
Can I throw a man at this other
Yeah,
He is an inanimate object.
Nice cock.
He is an inanimate object.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say you can try, but your strength mod for throwing a body is going to be a little like it's going to have a difference as opposed to throwing a rock.
Like the DC will be different.
because I have
it's a weird-
rock. It's a ranged weapon attack
No, I
plus 5
understand.
to hit.
Yeah, I understand. The plus 5 to hit is assuming that you're throwing the weight of a rock.
Yes.
A human does not weigh the same as a rock. So there would be some.
Depends on how big the rock is.
It's
Crunch.
a rock you can fit in one hand is not going to weigh the same as a human.
Globetrotter him.
I'll say
Fucking alley-oop him to me and I just slam him down on people. Space jet.
it's a plus 5. You said to hit?
Yes, for rock. Yes.
You can have. We'll do a plus 3. We'll
Okay,
take off the proficiency bonus, which would be 2.
You're not proficient in.
Man
People
throwing.
eating. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Man flesh.
fan flesh. All right.
Alright.
Yeah.
Swear to
so
God, if you
we'll,
throw a monk into my sack.
ooh, you guys will 100% hear me running down the hallway, and I'll.
So wait.
Are you bowling him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
God.
grab the monk and Chessa.
No, chest is on my back.
Yeah,
Okay.
riding.
All right. Never mind. Then. I was gonna have you make a wisdom save to throw the right thing.
Can we do that instead?
No.
If you want.
No. It's okay.
I was gonna say that 90% is a joke.
Already the action to throw it. You sprout wings and just go.
Like a paper airplane?
Go ahead and throw your monk.
Fuck off. Alrighty.
It would be pretty cool to have a wizard hold an action to cast lightning bolt to throw the wizard, to have the wizard when they hit the angle.
Well,
throw the
yeah.
lightning
21.
bolt.
I was thinking of like one of the grasp attacks.
Jesus, 21 on my monk attack. Get out, Mika.
It's a monkey monk world out there.
Monkey monk world.
Where are you aiming this monk?
Threw my legs under my sack.
He's under his.
But at any one guard in particular.
Monk 2.
Tilt your head.
Or
left
monk,
side.
thank you.
Yes, it's we got monk 2 and monk 3 here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Monk 2.
Okay.
Good night.
Go ahead and roll your rock damage. I'll also give you increased damage because it weighs more than a rock.
Thank you.
So what's the
It's 1d6 plus 3.
do 2d6.
It's an efficient man.
Monkey. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Not bad. All right.
Not awful. I'm probably not going to
It's
do
about
it
as
again,
average as you could have
but
done.
We'll take it.
Anything else on your turn?
Sicko mode.
As you watch, sorry, I once again skipped over. As you watch Crumb pick up the body of a human, run over as a monkey. Sorry, an ape, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah. And then just yeets it like a boomerang between Olaf's legs, and you watch this lifeless body just. No, I was thinking.
can I
like
make a dex save to have him come back?
Absolutely.
I choose you, monk! Oh my god!
Monk Mon, I choose you.
He would be spinning as a boomerang. So. Yes. Yep. That's how I'm picturing. He either threw it like this because he's not going to overhand it.
I was
That
thinking
would
like
be
a
the
ball.
Underhanding like bowling.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
He softball pitches underneath
You ever
me.
see
Just
that,
playing
that
Ultimate,
Vine
like-
kid who they edit into the Wii bowling?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
The
like
kid
that.
that fell
Everybody
off
in the back
the
like
swing
jumps
and
and
just-
spins.
So you watch Crumb just underhand toss this lifeless body over toward the guards. It collides into them. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's going to be it for me. The other question that I was going to ask, having thrown another human being at another human being, is does this stagger this person or knock them over at any point?
I'll have him make a strength save to not be knocked prone. Alright, that's an 8. I'll say it does hit him and cause him to fall back. There's someone else immediately behind him. So he is staggered but not knocked prone.
Wait, behind him?
Like
Yeah.
back here?
We ran out of room over here.
Well, if
Oh,
it's,
that's right. Yeah, because there was like
Because it's a
two
10-foot
people
hallway, yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
so he would hit the dude behind him, correct
Oh,
himself.
got it.
but-
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, so they're just at a different spot than
So
we
you
were
didn't knock
thinking.
over all the pins.
You tried.
Everybody spins them.
Hey, there's another monk down this
Shut
hallway.
Then we go to Olaf.
Cool, how's Monk 2 look?
Not bloody.
Not bloodied?
I'm hungry.
This is Chunky. He is dead.
Well, I mean, I got these sweet chains.
No, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enormous and they're 10 feet wide.
How long are the chains?
They're 10 feet.
Long enough.
I've got 5 pairs of them. Yeah,
Double
100%.
dash. Here we go.
I'm going to use my item interaction. I'm going to pull out another 10 feet of chain. So I've got 20 feet of chain. And I'm going to hold them together and lasso over all the monks.
How? Okay, so you're holding one end of each.
So I would hold, because again, I'm large, so I would hold the end to an end to an end.
So doubling it up. So
Yes.
like this. Okay, I was picturing one long chain rather than. Okay, so it's still 10 feet in length then.
Because I want to make sure I really get these 2 in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over these two in front of me. Again, around Yeagle neck height.
Okay.
And I'm going to snap.
Like a belt.
Yeah!
An analogy.
Yeah!
Lord.
Yep, it's, oh yeah, we're gonna fuck down here? Alright.
Oh.
Make an attack roll.
That's and
Sound like the sound of like snapping.
Yeah,
like
I've
chains,
done that
though.
with a belt.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
no.
that's forceful.
Yes.
I've done it with a belt. Like,
Yeah, no.
all right, but make it chains.
Well,
Yeah.
it's got rivets.
You
on
got
it.
that off really fast, DJ.
It's cloth.
DJ, why was your
You got it off really fast.
yeah, that's gonna fucking hurt. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. Also, sorry for doing that right into the mic, chat. But surprise.
Wasn't as loud as it could have been.
Tell me
it a
that
nat
20.
No.
Stop.
What did you get?
It's not an at 20, but it's a 19 on the die. Yeah, I mean, again, how do you want to rule this damage-wise? Entirely up to you.
Make strength check.
1d ouch damage.
Just roll a flat d20.
You harm their dignity.
I have
forever.
advantage on strength checks because I have my frost runes, and I'm large.
Go ahead, with advantage, sure.
Because I am literally 1,000 pounds. I am 11 and a half feet tall. I am
You're like a
snapping these...
hydraulic machine.
Yeah. Yeah, so 28.
Oh!
No, you...
Yeah, because it's plus 10 from my frost mod, so yeah, 28.
2d10. Because doing a d20 is rough. I'll 2d10 works.
Do I get the additional damage from being my large thing where I
Yep,
get to add
it's-
the d6?
Standard melee weapon attack. Same as, as you would treat anything
Same
else.
as it ever was.
That's 19.
So you clearly kill the first one. Monk 2 is just, his head just, that's just no longer attached to his body. Monk 3, you said 19?
Second attack.
Why do I feel like
I mean,
my lord.
now
It
if there's
is.
only one, it's...
as you do that, you see the one dude's head just pop off like the cap on a tube of toothpaste. The second dude clearly has marks on his neck that he's now heavily bleeding from.
So your toothpaste tubes caps pop off?
You don't twist them off a little bit and then just squeeze it as hard as
No.
you can. Pop the
Sarah
lip.
would murder me. She already gets annoyed that I don't squeeze from the end of the tube and roll
That
it
would
up.
explain.
Oh.
CJ, that would explain the chains in your bathroom.
What?
What?
It's for the toothpaste.
Wait, what?
You don't have bathroom chains?
My toothpaste chain.
Yeah.
That's what those are for, right? Right?
I don't have chains in my bathroom.
Right?
Not anymore.
Anyway,
You outed him like that.
anymore.
Rude.
anything?
My first attack.
Yeah. All right, you got a bloody dude in your chains.
Yeah, I mean, seeing how much fun this is, I'm just gonna mirthfully, gleefully giggle just and snap it
Yep. Go ahead and roll to attack.
like a kid on Christmas.
He goes, no.
No, I don't think that second one's gonna get there. It's a 13.
That will not. No.
Damn.
So you snap it
Pick for the
again.
works,
This
Amos.
time he's expecting it to happen, and I'll say he crouches,
Very good.
No, thank you.
gets himself, and he hears the chains clap above his head. But
I kick him in the dick.
Right in the nads.
natural progression of things.
Natural.
Then we're gonna go to Chessa on the back of the ape.
Monkey.
I would like to cast.
Monkey.
There's 3 of them left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile
Okay.
at a 3rd level,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot 3 of them at the one in the, I guess, guard 3,
Monk 3.
monk 3.
Mm-hmm. He's bloody. He's the only bloody one.
Yep. So I'll Get the Zephyr dice? Okay.
Take it from the universe.
Oh wait, that's not.
Those are D8s.
No wonder they don't work.
Right?
This is a 1. It's actually so cursed.
That's gonna be 12 points of force damage
Okay.
on that one, and then the other 2 will go to the next one.
You said 12 points?
Yeah.
That all... Oh, okay. The other... Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was 3 of the 5.
Understood. Okay.
Yep.
And then roll your next 2.
And it's almost like the Zephyr dice are terrible.
That's why I left it over here.
I know. That's why I'm laughing, because it's a 4 and a 3 on the non-Zephyr die.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 9 points of force damage on guard 4.
I gotta make a new
Okay,
character.
yep. You said 9, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you watch as Chessa shoots magic missiles out like a turret from the back of this ape.
Just mounts a Gatling gun on
Pretty
this
much.
monkey's
I've
head.
become Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens. Now I'll only be able to picture magic missiles as bob-ombs.
Oh, yes. Love that.
Yeah, just Chessa throws actual bob-ombs out. Yeah, you see that happen. They all collide into people. The bloody dude is more bloody. Anything else on your turn?
I think that's all I got.
Cool.
I don't have bonus actions.
Monk
so.
2 is dead.
Bodies. Just...
Alright. Monk 3 would step forward, or Monk 4, sorry, would step forward into the space of where he was.
He's gonna take an opportunity attack from me.
If he would move forward, it would be leaving her space
Sure,
to
go
get in
ahead
range with me. Mark him. Mark him in the back.
My body.
I crack.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
No, what is that right here? Never mind.
6 damage.
Okay. So he takes 6 damage from Minerva's Morningstar into his ribs as he steps forward. Also, I don't know why I don't have combat music playing, but we're going to make a change. He continues stepping forward anyway. Who does he have?
Me.
'Cause just
It
you?
would be just
Yeah,
me.
he's
I'm
taking up the
large.
whole
I take up
space.
the whole corridor.
Yep. So they're both going to take their 2 attacks at you.
Just all of the magic just flying out from
You're
all of
fucking
you.
kidding me. Alright, so the first one's an 8, so that's not going to hit. The next one's a nat 1.
He trips and just, oh. My neck is
He
out.
sounds a little too pleased
Yeah.
by the touch of chain around his neck.
Oh,
I've been studying.
Oh no!
Professor Olaf, no.
He takes a swing, clearly misses, and his footing is...
I mean, there's a lot of dead bodies around him.
His footing's unbalanced, and he's now in a very unfortunate and vulnerable position. You already get advantage on the next attack.
Cool.
Or
look
do,
forward to
do you
this.
already get advantage on the next attack, or no?
Shit.
It would depend on whether or not I do things. If I grapple him, I
Now
would
you have
get it-
advantage on your next attack
Yeah, I'm
against
just gonna
this.
snap his neck.
Against, what's that, Monk 3?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now it's Monk 4. He's going to take his 2 swings at you.
Come here.
That's more likely. 18 and 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they both hit.
Okay. That's what I thought. That was crooked. I'll re-roll it. Okay. That is 15 on the first.
Mm-hmm.
With also crooked. 5 psychic damage.
Sweet.
And then the second. That's going to be 9 bludgeoning. Or, sorry, 11 bludgeoning.
Yes.
And 7 psychic.
Yes.
As he, bam, bam.
As he does that, as a reaction, because I have Sentinel as a feat, if any creature within 5 feet of me gets a attack on them with a melee, any attack on them, I get reaction.
You technically already used your
You
reaction.
used your
When
you
you
take
opportunity
yeah.
attack.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Wasn't sure if that counted or not.
And also, Sentinel is you are able to take an attack or you
I get an opportunity attack against them if they hit somebody else that
An
isn't
ally
me within
within
5
Yep.
feet.
Yeah, so you already used that when they moved out of your space
Gotcha.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all of their attacks. Monk 5 is in the back and not really able to do much. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. He's a monk. He's going to try to jump off of the wall and then over you guys. Over
How many
Olaf.
guards were there? Were there 5 or was
Yeah.
there
So
There
there
was
was
5
so
and
you
you
killed the
killed
5
first
and I
one.
murked one.
So just to
2
clarify.
more have died now.
You murked 2 are dead.
So just to clarify.
So
So
there should be
there was
3 left.
one right
Yes.
here that got killed right
Okay.
off the bat.
Correct.
Then there was 2, and then another 2 because it's a 10-foot hallway,
Correct.
right? So I was in front of 4, I think we said, and there was somebody else right here, like diagonal to me, right?
So, hang on.
So like if this is the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go like that. Olaf's taking up this whole space. When they originally came in, it was these like that, right? Because he had
Correct.
originally killed someone.
Correct.
I appeared here and
Okay.
hit 4.
Right.
You're missing a monk.
What do you
No,
mean?
the first one was killed because there was 5.
There's
He-
5 and
he
I
chopped the
first
straight
one down.
murdered one.
Gotcha.
4
So
would have
those
been
4
in the
filled
back.
the space.
4 was in the back.
So yeah, you
Okay, so I
there.
technically was there.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Never mind then. I just wanted to make sure that like nobody else
Yeah,
was
getting
moving out of
by.
my space. That's all.
Sure. Okay. He's going to try to jump off the wall and past Olaf into
Like
the
race.
Cool.
to where he has space to like. He's going to move through your space so you can make an opportunity attack as he does. And he's gonna
Meet ceiling.
he's gonna make an acrobatics check to get over there.
It's a risky move.
He jumps, plants his foot on the wall, pushes off, and you see the stone that was on the wall that he was attempting to push off of just crumble to the ground as he drops back exactly where he was standing.
Love it.
Doesn't move anywhere. That's the extent of what he's able to do. And he can't. Can he move through their space to?
Friendly spaces, yes. You can move through ally spaces.
He can't move through.
But he can't end his turn there.
Correct.
All right. So
And he can't move through Olaf's space.
without provoking an opportunity attack, right?
I mean,
I don't think you can at all.
it's always up to discretion. When you're large, when I'm large and he's medium, it's perceivable that he can.
Right. Because
It would be considered difficult terrain.
That's fair. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to run between Olaf's legs. If you want to take your opportunity
Yeah,
attack,
it's a 23.
hits. I'll say it's as he's entering your space as opposed to leaving it, because you can't attack someone behind you, presumably.
We'll give him the old claw hand.
You could attack someone behind you. Just give him a good kick, like a horse.
14.
14 damage, and that was on number 5.
Monk 5.
Okay. He is now very bloody. Very, very bloody. But he's going to run between Olaf's legs. And who is behind Olaf? We got Minerva and
He's
Flint.
standing
No.
in
It's just me.
he's standing in the space next to Flint in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know who that is over there. Who is this?
That was the...
That's the one that
that's the
just-
one that just jumped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had been
They're dead.
using that as the woman upstairs for the librarian.
That's her.
And he's going to take his 2 swings at Flint. Yep. That is going to be a 19 and a 22. Okay. So first one is 12 bludgeoning damage. And 9 psychic damage. The second one is 6 bludgeoning damage. And 11 psychic damage as he punch.
I don't look very good anymore.
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Anything else on your turn?
That was your turn.
You're right. I don't. Anything else on my turn? No, I think I'm good.
I'll
Okay.
talk aloud to myself real quick, you guys.
I'd like to bonus action on your
Yeah.
turn, please.
I mean, that is kind of what a reaction is.
A full action on my turn then?
So after them, we're gonna go to Minerva. I'm sorry, Tim's mom.
So who is in front of me then? Just number 4?
You got Monk 4. He's pretty fucking bloody.
I'm gonna mash his head in.
Yeah. Make your attack roll.
First one. Natural 20.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know if there's... Which one are you hitting again?
Number 4.
4.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. It may actually matter for him.
Okay, so cap roll. Do. It's gonna be 17 for the first one.
Okay. He's now bloody.
I had 4 as taking 26 damage. I had 5 as taking 14.
Because I did the damage. To
She
4.
force damaged him with magic missile.
I have Monk 3 has 7 hit points. So he has taken 31.
Correct.
Monk 4 has taken, with that last hit now, 32. Monk 5 has taken 31. I don't know if you just applied them to the wrong monster, but...
Sure.
And a natural 1.
Yep. So you take your first swing, and you put so much oomph into it. You swing as hard as you can, and it deals significant damage. However, as it hits and your hands stay on the handle, I'll say the momentum of your hands continuing slip, and you let go of your...
Morning Star?
Yeah. And it just drops to the floor.
In front of me or just...
In front of you.
Okay.
Yeah. The idea is being that
Goodbye!
it hit the weight, the resistance you weren't expecting,
Right.
your hands continued, and it just kind of...
Spun.
I was half expecting it to go down the hallway and
yeah,
hit,
me
hit
too.
the other monk that's standing behind a wall.
I mean...
So then we go back to the top with our good buddy Flint.
Very good. I have a question. You said he was super bloody.
Yeah, all
To
of
the
them
point
are.
where he has like an almost inconsequential amount of HP left, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I would like to do something for flavor that technically I would have disadvantage doing, but I could just as easily pull my dagger off my chest and stab him.
Okay.
I would like to grab his balls and Eldritch Blast up to his body and have his brain go.
I don't think there
everywhere.
would be disadvantage there.
It just
Yeah.
is because it's ranged, and I'm within 5 feet, but...
It emanates from your hand.
Yeah.
You're on him.
Yeah, I want to.
It emanates from his
because I
balls.
can't shoot at any angle that I wouldn't hit anybody else other than up.
Sure,
So
that's
I'm
fine.
just
Up we go.
yeah.
Like a Christmas tree.
Like
yeah.
a crit.
16.
What did you do with the Christmas tree?
16 to hit.
Stars
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
top.
definitely.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Twinkle, twinkle.
you ever installed a Christmas tree?
That's
People grab a
14
Christmas
points.
tree.
You don't have it by the
You can go ahead and describe that. And which one did you hit?
5.
Cool.
Yeah, the one that had jumped. Yeah. So I just swing my right hand up and grip and just see ya, and just Eldritch Blast up through him as it explodes out of his head.
There you go.
Mind fuck.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
We go to Crom.
Scooch up next to my buddy here, Flint. And
You are also large, right?
no.
medium still.
Yeah,
I thought apes were large. Okay.
medium size.
You're thinking.
I don't remember asking you to roll a goddamn
I think
thing.
you're thinking of the great ape that I could polymorph into. This is wild shaping.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop up. Presumably a rock, a head, whatever the hell is left in the floor in this space.
Yep.
The
And
shattered sack of the monk that just died.
that guy's dick. Just
Whoa.
and I'm gonna tap Olaf on the back of his leg, back,
Crack.
back, lower back, I guess. Is where that would be right
Wherever
here.
you touch me, you
See,
touch
I
me.
pop to like
Pop.
pop. Oh no! Let me just salsa pass right between his legs real quick. And I'm gonna wing a rock at whatever
3.
one that which one did you just hit?
There's only
4.
2 left
5.
alive.
4.
3 and 4.
5 dead.
3 or 4, so 4.
Okay.
I just whoosh.
Whoosh.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Clackety clackety.
That's a 9.
Nope. Yeah, 9's not going to hit. So your rock just falls slightly short of hitting him.
I'll just...
So after Crone, we go to Olaf.
I'm gonna punch this guy in the face in front of me that I have advantage on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that sure hits.
Uh, 18.
18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and describe what happens to that guy.
Yeah, Hydra Duster straight through the face, like nose, right under the eyes, right out the other side, because they grow with my size. And I'm just gonna pull off.
You turned his face into like a European electrical outlet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is so colorful, Don.
Thank you. I have my numbers.
He's got a buddy.
He needs a converter now.
That buddy's not gonna be around anymore. Yeah, no, it's a 15.
That'll hit.
Very good. Uh, 13.
And describe that one too.
Yeah, while I'm pulling the, like, flesh and goop of his good friend.
Sweet, delicious in you.
Yeah, just dripping off the right knuckle. I'm gonna look at his buddy, look at the other one and go, this one's a little dry. Just right into the neck. And just pat it, like, up through the fucking, right at the back of the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and just clean that right up.
Delicious.
Flick his skull off my knuckles.
Man flesh.
Yeah, and that'll be the end of initiative. There's no need for it anymore.
Onward.
You guys are at the bend of this hallway. It continues ahead of you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet before another corner, which would bend to your right. You can see an opening about halfway down the hallway to your left.
Can I listen in to see if I hear any other footsteps or any other talking or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
9.
9? Mm-hmm. You stop for a moment in the calm immediately after the battle, and you listen intently to hear what, might be going on. I'll say from where you are, you're not able to hear anything. Sounds quiet. Maybe, I'll give you hear footsteps pounding on the floor above you.
Okay. I just motion onward.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash because my cooldowns are still up, and I'm gonna start running that way.
Okay, running straight ahead of you, or running down the hallway to your left? You're at the bend of the hallway now, so you're going to continue this way.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you begin sprinting down the hallway. You have an absurd amount of dark vision.
120 feet.
Yep. So you would get halfway down the hallway. You can see an opening to your left.
Mm-hmm.
In the room immediately to your left, it's 30 feet down the hallway. You would see there's a table in the center of the room. Sure. Around the room, you would see various tables, writing utensils, things like that. Bookcases, just at a quick glance, it's what you'd see.
A contained room, like no door continuing out from opposite side?
Yep, straight through.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as I run and hit that point, I would just point in that direction and be like, that seems like shit. I'm going to look the other way and continue running.
Straight ahead?
Yeah, because I still have 30 feet remaining from that turn.
Okay, you would run 30 feet ahead.
Just yelling behind him, wait for us!
I've only got so many turns with my cooldowns up.
Slow down!
And I'm gonna scoop up my wounded friend here and pat Minerva and point and run. Oh God, it all hurts!
In the room ahead of you, you would see bookcases laid out. There's a sign hanging from the ceiling on chains that would say City History.
And that is the only other room in the direction with which I am running.
Yep, you look to the right. It's not a very big room, 10 by 10.
Okay.
But, yep, it would be labeled as City History.
Okay. previous room was not labeled. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run the...
Sorry, the first room I said, the continuous
small one, yeah.
There would be a sign hanging down from there that would say map room.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as I see city history, I would yell, history, maps, and I'm gonna run into the history room.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you would run straight ahead.
Mm-hmm. How big is the room and what's...
10 by 10.
10 by 10.
Bookcases around the walls. In the center, there might be like a desk, but not too much.
And no doors out of this way?
Nope.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Still running after.
I'm just trying to keep up.
I'm gonna reach out and...
I'm gonna look up at the signs as we're running and like look back at Chessa. I'm like, huh?
I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't know if you want to go in maps or history.
How much dark vision do you have? And apes
30.
don't have dark vision, right?
I do have my goggles.
60
foot.
I don't know if those carry for wild shape.
You can either...
For now, we'll say they do.
I was assuming he still had the lights up.
I do.
Because he had
you
the
would have
dancing
moved them
lights.
with you as you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep. Yeah, so you'd be able to see them.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, so you'd be able to see the sign in the map room as well that says map room, and then ahead to the hallway.
I'm just running in front of you, acting like a bodyguard. Just
Okay.
like clearing the path for you.
History, probably.
Okay.
Just gonna let Chessa ratatouille me around.
Yeah, you
Start
run.
making a quiche.
You run to the same room that Olaf is in. You can see bookcases lining the walls. Small desk in the center, standing desk meant for like supporting books, but not really much else.
Is there anything in the room that seems off? Like if a bookshelf is like not like the same style or shape as the
You
others?
can make a
or-
perception check, sure.
Like it's rendered differently than
Yeah.
the rest of the room.
12.
Clearly on its own cell.
I will say, you don't see anything that immediately stands out as being abnormal. But in comparison to the room above you, the one thing you would notice is that as opposed to having multiple copies of the same book, all the books down here, just based off the covers alone, you can tell are varying. They're all different books.
Is this one big room where like the walls are lined in books, or is it like another proper library?
No, it's one big room. All the walls are lined with books.
What does the floor look like in the room?
Stone.
No like carpet or anything like that?
No, it'd be just raw stone.
I'll just grab like a random book off the shelf.
Okay.
What is it called? What does it have in it?
It would be called,
Actually, never mind. I turned to somebody else.
I can't read.
What's this book called?
You can read.
I can?
You can read.
We established that you can
Oh,
read.
okay, yeah. Fine.
We made sure of that
when you
before
have
we went.
I just believe I can't read.
life skills and stuff like that you've learned,
Okay.
I imagine would
Are
stay.
still with... Okay, that's fine.
Also,
Like, you know what food is, you know how to eat, you know how to exist
Sure.
as a person.
Just
it's just details about your history that you don't recall.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think when we were in the inn, we checked to see if you
Could read.
could read.
That's right. That's right. I forgot.
I think you did a very good job at it, actually.
I'm gonna swoop up Flint by the back of his collar.
If I remember correctly.
Hey.
I'm a great reader.
I think that's what you said.
You're gonna look at the maps.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back to the map room. I'm gonna slide Flint into the map room.
I'm very hurt.
Anybody else before I resolve everything?
I'm just gonna idly have her point me in whatever direction she needs to go in, and I'll drop her off. And
You're going to the same room?
History,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. You went to the history room as well. Okay, so you would see the same thing I described. 10 by 10, small room, lined with books, standing desk. You guys would see in the map room, center table, map spread out, similar to how we have here.
I intend to slide him into the map room, and I'm running back because you had said there was a door to the left of here.
Correct. Down that hallway,
Yes,
the other way.
I would be running back to that to go to that door.
Okay.
So map room, history, running to first door.
Yeah, while your cooldowns are
Yeah,
still up. Yeah.
legitimately, because if I need to break something, I want to be able to do
Yeah.
it while I
Or
can
if you
actually
find
fucking
anybody
do
else.
it. Yes.
So
Like, I've got 4 more turns.
Sure.
So we'll go ahead, we'll resolve that room, then we'll do the map room, then we'll do you.
That's fine.
You're just following chess as
Yeah, I'm in the history room.
The book you pick up would say Pre-Dod History of Orvigo.
Okay. What does it have in it in terms of like information?
You can make an investigation check to quickly skim through it.
Okay. Investigation? 1.
Throw your dice out.
A
Okay.
nat 1 or a dirty 1?
Dirty 1.
Okay.
Disgusting one.
Slants, filthy.
Filthy
You
one.
begin to quickly skim through it.
Hate this.
Nothing in the book immediately catches your eyes being interesting. So you don't linger on any one thing too long to retain much of it. You just very quickly skim through it.
Sarah picked up the Zephyr dice to hold out to Chell, dropped it bounced off of stuff, natural 1.
I love that. Zephyr and Minerva dice, just combine the two, we'll get negative ones every time. It's fine.
Then we'll go to Flint in the map room.
Yep.
Again, you see it's 2 hallways parallel to one another. So hallway, room, hallway.
Okay.
No doors on either, so you can see clear through. Also, sorry, John, Olaf would have been able to see all the way through to the other end, presumably. You would see the hallway just end after about probably 120 feet.
Oh, okay, sure.
Not the one you're running down, the one
in
parallel.
a dead end.
Yep.
And from where he was, he sees the hallway end.
Okay. Sure.
You can see a map on this table, clearly a map of Orvigo. Different areas labeled with different symbols, but no immediate key visible.
Okay. I'll look under the table and stuff and look for other things
Okay.
in the room that might be a key for this or something.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
11.
11. Okay. You don't see anything that immediately stands out as a key. You can see the books similar to the last room I described for Minerva. The books would all be in varying colors, sizes, orientations, so very clearly many different books, not just the same copy of multiple books. I'll say some of the symbols you see are things like skull and crossbones, a treasure chest,
Sure.
things like that. Where the rudimentary map that you've been making with Chessa, because you would also be there in the map room.
She's in the history
Or
room.
you went history room, I'm sorry. But you've been with Chessa making her rudimentary map as you've been going along. You would identify that in certain where the cities were roughly in relation to Chessa's map, you would see those are labeled with skull and crossbones.
Okay.
And then Chessa, you would see the same thing I described from Minerva. Olaf, you would come to eventually just a door. Stone door.
No thing above it.
Yeah.
In regards to how the other things had signage. If there's no signage, there's no signage.
Sure. Yeah, there would be no signage. Yep.
And it's a stone door?
Correct.
Okay.
And it looks to be, aside from the slight gaps on this side, you see no light coming through on the other side, and it looks to be pretty well flush mounted on this side.
Gaps or gap? Sorry, gap upon height or gap upon sides? Gap upon bottom?
You would see no gap on. You would see gaps on your side on the sides.
Okay. Yeah, I've got, thankfully, really nice dark vision. If this is flush, I would harken back to, all the times we've broken into vaults and shit like that. I would anticipate there's going to be something that is either pressure or symbolic or sigil related in the immediate vicinity. So within 5 feet of space, I would start floor and go sidewall to roof to sidewall back to floor.
Okay. To identify a way to open it.
Yeah, to see whether or not there's anything. I would step onto those areas and start to feel.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
3.
A 3. I'll say you're running your hands along, trying to feel for something, and as you do and you step forward, I'll say you're still large, right?
Yeah.
You step forward a little too far and you feel your knee bump the door, and you feel there's a fair amount to give when your knee bumps the door.
Cool. Bruh!
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 palms right in the fucking center of it.
Make strength check
Oh,
with advantage.
Oh yeah, no, cooldowns are great. 27.
Great. You run forward, burst this door down. There's going to be a loud amount of sound given a stone door falling onto stone once again.
He's breaking into something.
You all would hear this sound reverberate back where you are even. It's going to carry pretty far.
I think he found the Scooby
God
snacks.
damn it.
Ahead of you in the room, you would see another sign on this side of the door.
Okay.
There
Card
wouldn't
break
be a
room.
sign there. Because you found the back of a secret door and then broke it. There would be no sign identifying because they wouldn't
Secret door.
Secret door.
This is the exit.
No entry.
So you break the door down. Ahead of you, you would see another room lined with bookcases, desk in the center meant to be support the books.
Sport.
Anybody else?
Taking a look around the room.
I look at Chessa.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna point to
You
her.
hear that?
I'll point to her book. Because it was the pre-Day of Descent
Yeah, I was
history.
going to look for a book to see if there's anything on the history, like a biography, I guess, of.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking for
And
the
his
spices.
secret-
We're looking for the
secrets.
spices, right?
7 herbs and
Oh,
spices.
you thought I was here.
Yeah, no.
No,
We need that
no, 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 no.
secret
Yeah,
secret
right?
ingredient.
I'm deep.
Please tell me it's on the Discord.
I just love that you, just like Indiana Jones breaking out of the temple when he's
I
trapped
break
in
in.
there. You found the wall and were just,
No,
we're going this way.
I'm just gonna go in now.
Oh, all the bodies.
Ooh.
And the snakes.
That would have been scary from the other side.
Yeah, right. That means there are people inside of the secret entrance.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the area that I saw, where I feel like the hallway ends, has to actually continue, or else these people were just
Chilling
in
the
here,
corner. Yeah.
Help me!
just chilling on the other side of the secret area.
This is a quote that I said. You can't read sound.
You can't.
Yeah, you're
That's a fact.
a wise man.
What do you call reading music?
It's not.
Shit.
I'm
Checkmate.
looking for a book.
Okay.
One book, please.
A biography of sorts of Utais.
In the city history room?
Yes.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
1 book, 2 book, 3 book, 4.
Probably not.
Rowdy rule.
Probably not. It's a 10.
A 10? Yeah, nothing immediately in this room that you can identify as being the biography of Utaist. You can see, as you're perusing the bookshelves, you notice that there are, like I described, many different kinds of books detailing all of the different major cities. So it would be Kvego, Grodeveg, Tuesk, and Nanaksi. All of them are prehistory. So before, they're all labeled as DOD, but they detail different eras. It's kind of hard to delineate eras in prehistory.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see they are in varying ages, even, of book. But nothing specifically that details Utaist's biography.
Then can I look for the oldest book?
Yes.
I would like to look for the oldest.
Yeah, you find the oldest book. I'll give you that with the perception or the investigation check.
Whole 10.
Yeah. You find the oldest book. You can see it's very clearly like the cover's holding on by just a thread.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pages have been yellowed with stains of time.
There's an old man in it.
There's an old man in it. And you open the door and he, hey!
Close the door! I'm looking for gold!
It's like the Amanda show with the
it
little
would
hat guy.
be. This one would be.
Fucker.
It would be titled Ancient Nanaksi.
open and see what's in there.
Okay. So the first couple of pages, as you begin to skim through it, detail the history of Nanaksi as it was known at the time. It's not labeled with a year. You can just tell a very, very old book. And the gist of the first couple of pages would be that, effectively, Nanaksi was discovered. That platform was there. After the platform was found, people began to move onto the platform and slowly begin to construct homes and shelter there. And that the city of Nanaksi was actually slowly formed over time from an existing pillar, and they are not sure how that pillar or how that platform was made. Anybody else?
I'll take a look at the book that she has.
As an ape?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You maintain your intelligence and everything, so yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Take out your glasses.
All right, Winston.
12.
A 12?
Yes.
Chell, what was the one I gave you? DOD Vago, right?
Yeah.
The Department of Defense.
Oh.
I think it was like DOD history of...
Vago.
Yeah.
The first couple pages of that book would be detailing the outline of Kavego as it was known at the time. Once again, no date listed because it's prehistory. One of the first things you notice as being out of place based off of what you've seen is the book mentions the existence of a stone dam that existed along the city against that body of water. I can't remember what that lake was called because brain, and that was a long time ago.
Not Lake Gil, I don't
Lake Lion Ojar? Might have been that one?
Yes, Robert Lojaw. Yes, that's it.
Robert
That's the exact
Lojaw.
one.
Yeah, it is Lake Lion Ojar. I know my own map.
Robert Lojaw.
But it details that the dam wall was 20 feet high, so presumably
That's a big damn wall.
Damn.
that body of water was significantly larger.
God damn.
God damn.
Anybody else?
I think that was when I fireballed the horse.
Do any of the books on the shelf look significantly different than the others? Like, is there any of them that jump out? Not in terms of like being the oldest, but just like maybe in like the...
Yes, there's one that is significantly larger than the rest. Not in thickness, but in general size.
In thickness and
Okay.
health.
Yeah, I want to grab it.
Yes!
It's titled Illustrations of Pre-Dod Cities.
Yeah, I want to pop that bad boy open. Just take a look at the pictures.
It's different drawings of cities as they existed pre-DOD.
I tab...
Again, you would see the difference in the dam wall being listed for Kavego.
So I wouldn't know any of this because I don't remember...
Right, I'm just describing what you would see. You
Right.
would see the drawing with the dam wall in Kavego. You would see Nanaksi with more primitive housing than what, was described before. You can see, like, mostly tents, not really developed too well. Like, there's no structures.
Anything
Not
giving
houses.
the idea of, like, maybe, like, where Utais, like, grew up, or, like, one of, like, the most civilized
You would not
cities.
be aware of the existence of Utais.
My sister
Weren't
told
you
me
told
to find
by your
Utais.
sister?
Correct. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
This is where I grew up.
Philadelphia.
Look at
born
this
in-
photograph. Nothing would be labeled as his home, or would be indicative of it.
Okay, so nothing that's, like, kind of, like, jarring as, like, oh, this is...
I will. Well, Minerva wouldn't know that either.
I'll pass
so.
the book over to these two and just be like, hey, I found this really big book with pictures. I don't remember anything. Maybe you guys want to take a look?
What'd be me looking at? Because me broke down door and looked
Correct.
at corridor with other room with book.
Right.
You hit hard.
So that room, I described it as being lined with, you would walk in and take a look around more closely. You can see this one is labeled City History. The books in here, there's significantly less than there were in the last room labeled City History. And similar to upstairs, but in a different degree, you would see it's multiple copies of the same book. There are more of them.
Sure.
But there are, once again, multiple copies of different books.
How big's the room?
Filling the space.
And where be the
10,
exits?
20, 30, 40 feet by 40 feet. There's the exit you came through. There's one immediately to your right, which is a corridor. And then there's a door ahead of you at the opposite wall.
Corridor for what I can see for 120 feet.
As you move in, you would see a door on the right immediately afterward, and then a door all the way at the end that you would see beginning to open.
At the end of the thing to the right?
So you walk in straight from the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay, I didn't know I was in a corner.
Yep. Yep, bottom left-hand corner. In the top right corner is the door, and then on the right wall would be the corridor.
And it is the corridor on the right wall that at the end of that corridor there is a door.
That's beginning
and that
to
door is beginning to open.
Correct.
Cool. I would run towards the bottom right corner.
Okay.
And I would slowly start to move up that right wall until, again, at the precipice of where that corridor opens, and ready the old chains and listens to what I hear coming down the corridor.
Sure. Okay. Map room.
Yeah, I would just be feeling along this like desk, having been in lots of vaults and things, to try to find any like secret switches or anything like that on the table.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Escape room style.
Yep. 19.
Escape room.
As you're running your hands along the inside trim of this thing, the desk, I'll say you find housed in like a groove almost, just no thicker than a finger. Yeah, you would feel like clearly a writing utensil.
Okay.
You pull it out and it's it looks to be a pen.
Okay.
That'll stop Gary from stealing my fucking pen.
Anything else?
I would just inspect the pen and see if there's anything weird about the pen, or if it is just a pen.
At first glance, it appears to just be a pen.
Okay.
Taste it.
Excuse me?
Tastes like a pen.
Never be too sure.
I'll scribble on a little corner of the map.
As you begin to scribble using it, you are attempting to write in presumably common. As you begin to write, you notice it is not writing in common.
What is it writing in?
Do you speak Infernal?
No.
Then you don't know.
All right. I speak a lot of languages. Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, and Thievescant.
I think I...
You are a Fire Genasi, so probably not. Unless you chose it.
You speak Primordial.
Oh, that's what it is. Damn. Okay.
But I know what I'm writing.
You know what you're intending to write.
Sure.
Correct.
I would,
But you do not know what it is writing.
I would shake the lamp. Hey!
What?
What does this say?
It says you are cursed.
That is what I wrote in common.
Is it really?
Is it really?
Uno reverse card curse.
Yeah, right?
I want to keep writing and see what else happens. I'm writing like a recipe for something. For like a
You
sandwich.
notice
Cheesecake.
those
Yeah.
characters that you now can recognize. You can't read them, but you know they mean you are cursed.
It just keeps over and over
repeating
again.
over and over and over again.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Good.
rip that off from the bottom of the map.
Uh-huh.
In the corner where there was nothing but like C or whatever.
Nah, fuck the map.
Fuck it, I'm gonna take the whole map. I'm gonna roll up the map.
Okay.
plop that on my back.
Yeah, you tear it up from the...
Steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Get him, Nick.
There was nothing on the back as I was rolling, I assume. It wasn't like
so you
a
didn't squeeze
flip it
lemon
over,
on it.
here's the regular English
That
key.
changes back to common.
Yeah.
Suck on a lime real quick, get it hot, and spit on it. That's how you reveal secret codes. That's what they did in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerk off a lime.
Get it hot. And then you...
Back
Ghost
in the-
Rider?
in the map room, while they're checking out their things real
You're
quick.
in the map room now?
Or, no, in the history
City
room.
room. Yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
In the city planning room, I'm gonna, while they're doing that, I know I just heard the door crack a second ago. I'm gonna run over and grab the Groteveg book off the wall.
He's in a different city room than you are.
No, hearing it. Because I heard him break the door down.
Yeah.
You heard him break the door down because
Yeah.
that's a significant...
That's all I heard,
That's
yeah.
the sound you're mentioning, not the other door.
Yeah, no. Hearing that door crash, like, okay, I know he's getting into something, so it's like, I gotta...
What's in your mouth? Get it.
So I'm gonna grab the Groteveg book off the wall
Mm-hmm.
and hand that to one of these two.
Okay.
And I'm gonna point to all around us.
Here, yeah.
Look around.
Submarine.
You want to spy?
He wants to take a look in a book. Reading Rainbow. I got it.
I'm gonna like motion to like the structures and everything.
The library.
Yeah, and like emulate with my hands like a structure and people walking inside.
Oh, the secret tunnels of the library.
Sounds like.
Ooh. And I'm gonna run across the hallway to the map room.
Okay, yeah, we chase out.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Groteveg book, as well as the very old book, and do you want to bring the giant picture book as well?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go.
I like this book.
It's one I don't have to read it.
I like this one.
Got pictures.
It's got pictures.
I would have done one last check to see if there's anything important in the map room.
It's got pictures.
Books around the outside, but
Okay.
other than that, yeah.
Yeah, I would also look for like an old, like the oldest book to try to find an old map.
Okay, make an investigation check. Sure.
17.
17. You do find a particularly old book. You can see the cover is almost non-existent, if it's
Sure.
in tatters. The book itself would be filled with half-finished maps of cities.
Okay. Cool.
Like they had been started and never completed.
Cool. Yeah, I would just take that, and then I, having heard the sound, would also be booking it down the hall.
Okay.
Cool. How tall are the ceilings in the room I'm in? Are they still also like 12 feet tall?
Yep.
Cool.
Or no, I'm sorry. They'd be back to corridor height, so 15.
Okay.
Or chamber height, 15.
Okay. What do I hear from the hallway to me right? As my back is against the bookcase and I've got me happy chains out.
You would hear a door open, and once again footsteps.
How many?
That's a great question.
Like I would attentively listen.
100.
Got a lot of chains.
4.
Enough
Four.
chains for everybody.
4 sets of footsteps
That's
quickly.
4 sets of 4 feet.
2 horses.
The
horses
monks
would be
were wearing just shoes, right?
They'd be barefoot.
Okay. Would they sound like barefoot feet?
Yeah, like slap, 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 slap.
Neat slapping feet.
They're actually seals.
They're ducks.
They're walking down the hall doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the knights who say.
All right.
I hate that.
So,
Not very sneaky, are they?
oh boy.
We can stab them in the feet. They got shoes on.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
stop
pull
their
out
toes.
my ever-smoking bottle,
Okay.
and I am going to...
Are you still holding the chains or no?
Oh, I'm gonna wrap the chains around my wrists.
Cool.
Like, from knuckle to elbow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna open the bottle, ever-smoking bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and fill the area around me with immediately 60 feet of dark smoke that
Okay.
heavily obscures me and my area. Each minute the bottle remains open, it increases by 10 feet. So I'm gonna open this and then stow it in a bookcase behind me.
Okay.
Like in a space between books, ideally tuck it back away. and then I'm gonna pull down my fucking dread helm.
Okay.
So my eyes glow red in the dark.
Have you just been wearing it like on top
Are
of your head?
you able to see through the smoke as well, or is it
It's heavily obscured.
for both? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh no.
So 60 feet starts to fill. How long was the corridor?
The corridor they're running from, or the corridor you came from?
The corridor they were coming from.
Having a good time.
40 feet to the entrance of this room.
Alrighty. Well, got 3 bottles of whiskey.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna take one in each palm.
Good night. Went down the hatch.
And I am going to throw whiskey down on the ground in the area where the corridor was.
Mhm.
So like that, it was a 10-foot wide corridor.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna shatter both bottles. Actually, just fucking break them in that 10-foot corridor, and then I'm going to take out my glorious tinderbox.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kneel down in the dark. And
We're in stone.
stone floor, stone walls.
They cannot climb up.
Yeah. Indistinguishable from my ever-smoking bottle, I am going to strike and spark over the whiskey
Okay.
to attempt to ignite that 10-foot area that is heavily covered with alcohol for the corridor.
And the fire would be obscured by the smoke, but not substantially.
Totally up to you, like the way in which ever-smoking bottle reads, cloud of thick smoke pours out in 60-foot radius from the bottle, heavily obscured. It does not, it talks about wind that can disperse it. That is it.
Okay.
Like, yes, I am attempting to start a fire for where these guys don't see it.
So that way they run into.
All they see is darkness, and they accidentally walk through flames.
Understood. Yeah, you would. You start a fire there. It begins to. I don't know if you've ever seen alcohol on fire. It's not proper flames. It kind of
Yeah.
clings
Ripples.
to the surface that it's on. And they're not wearing shoes.
That's why I asked about their shoes, dude. Like,
It's fine.
My first impression would be to run forward too, like
Yes.
oh shit, I stepped on something.
into the room with me.
Into the flame.
Because I'm intentionally also trying to not move, so I'm listening for their footsteps, and I want to wait to hear somebody step on flame and wait for a reaction.
Okay. Everybody else, what are you doing before I resolve that? If there's anything else you want to do.
I'm gonna
Running
meet
after
him running out of the map
room?
room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
that
no.
probably would have all happened before we got there. 'cause-
For sure.
Yeah, no, you guys are like 150 feet from
yeah,
it.
we're far.
Like, you're far.
I'm gonna
Yep.
point to Chessa's book that says Redacted on the cover. And be like, point at the sign that says map. Point it all around us. Ooh.
Just so you guys know, you're 130 feet away from
Yeah.
the real office.
Yeah.
So 2 rounds of combat with dashing.
Yep.
Ooh.
I got an old map. And a map. Oh no. You want a map of the city?
I think we need a map of the underground here.
I can go look.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run back to the map room.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going that way.
Okay.
I was gonna say, wait for him. I'm gonna go.
Going that way.
Which way?
Towards like wherever these guys are going.
Yeah,
just
I'm
following
gonna-
them.
I'm gonna-
Towards
start-
Olaf, who just lit the fire in the other
Yeah,
room. And
I'm gonna motion to them like, you guys take care of that. I'm gonna run down the hallway. If she follows me, she follows me. It's fine. I'm gonna start dashing. Make my 60 feet.
Sure. Roll initiative.
Do you want us all to roll initiative?
It's 2 rounds of combat before you guys get there.
And we're not going actively yet because I'm trying to.
Yeah, you guys are doing things.
But theoretically, we're doing stuff within still that time
Sure.
frame that stuff is happening. So I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me roll my guys.
just because we're not there doesn't mean time isn't passing
Yeah,
the same
true.
way.
Fair.
Yeah, you guys were also looking through books as I only just ran 120 feet.
Yeah, they're
Like, me doing these things is also still in the time frame where you guys are looking through
Yeah,
books.
we probably, in the
Like-
time that you're doing this, we probably haven't even left the rooms.
Yeah,
originally.
like you guys literally looked
Yeah.
through several books.
True.
I literally ran 60 feet, 60
Yeah.
feet. I took 2 actions.
Yeah, so it's probably only.
And then got to this.
It's for sure only Olaf there, at least for, I mean, until you guys decide to make your way over there.
Yeah, I heard the door go, and it's like, all right, I didn't hear anything after that. Like, he's either still
And
going,
that's my other
or-
thing, is like, I broke the door, and then I took a turn to go in, a turn to come over here and start to do this.
Yeah, so we're probably like 3 turns before we even react.
Like,
Knowing how you
I'm a
are, the
7.
fact that it's silent, that terrifies me.
Mhm.
So it's like he might be in trouble.
Sure. So everyone else, we'll come back to you in a minute. We're going to
Yep.
go ahead and do Olaf's nice fun time with these people in this room. So you light the fire, step back, you have your drawn helm, room's filled with smoke. You would hear, I'll say the fire remains for at least 1 round.
okay.
I think that's a fair, until it all burns off, I think that's a fair amount of time for
Sure.
it to stay. You would hear them begin running towards this room, and then soon the shrieks of pain as they run over fire, and they continue into the room the rest of the way.
Okay.
You are in, you said the back right corner, right?
Correct. Yeah, I would be adjacent still to where the corridor was. So, like, in the same way that I was 5 feet to the side, I wouldn't be fully into, like, a corner. I would be adjacent to where they would be running through.
So within 5 feet of that.
Yep.
I'll say within 5 feet, they're able to at least see the eyes glowing in the dread helmet.
Yep.
They would then quickly fill into the room and surround you.
Cool.
And they're now going to take turns pummeling you.
Cool.
I shouldn't have closed that. What?
You look like Bella's dad from Twilight.
Charlie!
Damn it!
What is it, Mr. Swan?
Alright.
These monks' feet ain't the only thing getting burned out here.
First dude,
Boomer's.
2 attacks. Yep, that's a 22 and a 23.
Yep.
Bless.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wow. I rolled 2 1s on a d8.
Very good.
So the first hit is going to be for 8 bludgeoning
Cool.
and 13 psychic.
Cool. I'm going to drop to 1 instead of dying.
Cool. That's the first dude's attack. That's the first damage on the attack. Now second attack's damage. It's sorry, not 11. 17 bludgeoning
Cool, I'm downed.
and 10 psychic.
Yep.
That counts as 1 instance of damage,
Correct.
right? Cool. The next guard is going to walk over and pick up your unconscious body
Cool.
and begin leaving.
Cool.
We revert back to regular size.
No.
That's going to be a shock.
Good luck
As
lifting.
far
man.
as I understand, it doesn't...
That's 1 round. Y'all
That's
would've-
1 guard. You said, right?
Correct.
There were 4 guards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The second guard would then pick you up and start to walk with you.
Okay. And yeah, as far as I can tell, it does not conclude if I become incapacitated.
Okay. Then we'll go to your turn.
Okay.
Because they're all going to forego their actions to walk with the one carrying you.
1 fail. I'm a 9.
Okay. They continue carrying you. Everybody else, before we have Olaf's next death save. Still, that was 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
At the conclusion of Olaf's turn, that would be 1 round.
Mhm.
So I'll say with that, you guys have met in the map room. had your discussions. It's 2 rounds of running to get to him. I'll give you 1 round to prepare. The next 2 are getting to where Olaf last was.
Mm-hmm.
Make another death save.
2.
It's 1 round of movement for you guys, making your way. You would now, if you were leaving from the map room, 30, you were dashing, I imagine. So you'd be at the end of the corridor where the broken door is.
Just a brisk saunter down the
So
hall.
ahead of you, you would see the door broken down, entirely destroyed. You move another 60 feet, because that was the first
What
round.
kind of door is it?
Stone door, broken down,
Okay.
flat on the ground. You made 60 feet to get to there, 60 feet straight ahead. You would be in the room filled with smoke. Can't see anything, heavily obscured by smoke.
Anything still on fire?
Not that you can see.
Oh no.
Next death save.
11.
There's 1 success. You guys are in a smoke-filled room.
Yeah, it's 60-foot radius. So from where I was, it would go 30 feet. So it would hit where they entered for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they, yeah.
Yeah, I just run in yelling for Olaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear no response.
Yeah, upon entering the room, I would probably, like, just one of those absolutely metal as hell gutturals that apes do upon entering the room.
Okay.
As apes do.
Okay.
Do we
Anybody
hear any,
else?
like, scuffling around or anything like that? Like you're carrying
at-
a gigantic,
large. They're carrying a large dude among 4 people.
Right.
And again,
Large
you don't
and
even know how many people were
Do we
there.
hear, like, the slapping of feet? Like,
Do we hear any quacking?
Keep in mind, this was also 2 rounds, like 12 seconds ago.
Sure.
So, no.
It's just silence and smoke. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of, like, start, like, shuffling through the smoke, just feeling around for anything.
Okay. The fire is no longer lit, so you're not going to have to make a dexterity save to not burn your feet.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else is doing anything.
I'm gonna rush in to the smoke as well.
Buddy check.
I would have been looking for the tunnel map.
Yeah, we're looking for tunnel maps.
Okay. In the map room.
Yep.
Between
Make
the-
investigation checks.
I have the book of the history of Groteveg with me as well.
I'll let you do it with advantage. I'll just help.
Okay.
Because yours is for sure higher than mine.
Yeah, for investigation
Yeah.
stuff.
So first is a 22. Second is a 19.
Okay.
So 22.
Good, we'll know where to find your dead body.
In the History of Groteveg book, I'll say you weren't looking around you looked around the room as well as in the History of Groteveg, given you're in Groteveg. I imagine you would have started with the book since it was already in your hands. You would see detailed in one of the chapters as you quickly skim through, maybe at the index in the back, you would see that this area has been cataloged as existing. The subterranean tunnels were here before the library was built. However, the map they have drawn is a 10 by 10 room, a rectangle immediately next to it, and then another 10 by 10 room in just one straight line.
Not
So not helpful.
not helpful. Not what I'm familiar,
Right.
like what I've experienced.
Not what you would need to get around in here, correct?
Okay.
Because again, that was written pre-history.
Sure. Yeah, if we didn't find anything else, then we would just leave and
Okay.
run to go over there.
Next death save.
That worked it. I tied it.
17.
That's 2 fails, 2 successes.
The old comfy pocket zone.
What would you all like to do?
I mean, we're still, searching around in the smoke.
Where's Olaf?
Feeling
Just-
for anything
where is
that
it?
feels
Just-
like Orvigo.
Pressing forward,
You would feel
not
bookcases-
blindly just running in like, ah, oh, who's this?
Yeah,
Oh shit,
right.
Minerva, sorry.
Ah!
Tim's mom, like slowly, like moving in and going through, like looking.
Yeah, you would feel bookcases along all of the walls. You know,
Yeah, I mean, once we get
you
to
would
a
eventually
wall,
find the opening at the other end.
Yeah.
And then you'd feel the door at the north top right of the room, and then the wall immediately to the right of that. Or the opening, rather.
Was the bottle left?
I hid it behind a book.
And left it open.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So this room will be filled with smoke perpetually until that's found.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm just feeling for any opening. If we've already kind of like skimmed through the room and don't feel anything, then feel for an opening.
You would feel the opening at the top right of the room, and then the
gotta
opening.
go on a poetic way, dude.
There's a door on the top right corner on the right-hand side wall.
Is there a raven nearby anywhere?
I mean, you said up on the top right?
Top right is a door.
Yeah.
Right-hand wall is a corridor.
That's a good sign for what's to come.
I guess the corridor? Like, I didn't actively hear a door open or close, right? Yes, then I'm gonna go down the corridor.
Okay. You make your way down the corridor. As you walk in, to your right, you see a door pretty much as soon as you exit. Straight ahead, you see another door.
Can I put my ear on both doors and see if I hear anything?
I'll let you put your ear on one before we flip back to Olaf.
Okay.
It'll be the one closest, but you
Okay.
can make an investigation check to listen through the door. Or perception, rather. I'm sorry.
15.
15. You would hear not much coming through this door. You don't hear the scuffle of footprints or feet. You don't hear anything on the other side of that door.
Okay.
Flint and Chessa. Anything for you guys before we flip back to Olaf?
Yeah, we would just be running in that direction with us not having found.
We're really having
now.
no, like, we're moving urgently, but obviously, like, we have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's safe. This is the one.
You're gonna need to know where I am, buddy. Because it's a natural 20 and I'm up at 1.
I didn't hear no bell.
You just wake up and immediately punch.
They're grabbing all 4 of your limbs and you just...
What do I see? Where am I?
What do my elven eyes see?
That's the look of that's not what he expected.
You awaken on the floor of the library.
Upstairs?
They're fast.
Oh, fuck.
Surrounded by guards.
Like, quantity.
Pretty much filling the space.
Oh,
So
wow.
fucking many.
The one eye.
Like, I wouldn't
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
comfortable quantifying it.
Where in the library do I feel like I am?
From where you are,
On one of the little tables in the kids section.
I mean, that's fine.
They couldn't
Came
lift you up
in
to
here.
the regular size table.
they would have you pretty much right in that central corridor. So, you know, the door opens to that corridor that leads to fiction, nonfiction, and then the desk.
And the information desk.
Yep.
How tall are the ceilings in here again?
It's a 3-story building, so it'd be about 14, 15 feet.
Is there a chandelier?
Chandelier?
No chandelier.
Is there anything on the ceiling?
It would just be a
Ceiling.
ceiling. They were relying on the door for light. The door being
You
open.
got,
Which also,
am I armed?
the door is open, light is pouring in.
Yeah. Am I armed? Do I feel like I've been disarmed? Like,
They absolutely would have disarmed you. Yeah.
You have no arms.
No. Oh god, we can't pay him again.
Those are the real weapons they'd need to
Disarmed!
take. You can take Zifley's sword, all of that shit. It's his arms.
You attempting to take his hands in this one too.
And what would you like to do as you regain consciousness?
yeah, I mean, like, do they have, like, weapons drawn at, like, my throat, or are they just, like, in the area?
Oh no, they're not weapons drawn, but they are most definitely looking at you. You are in the center of a crowd as they're all just looking down at you.
Poke him with a stick again.
How many of them are within 5 feet of me?
What are you doing?
As many as can be. 4. Without, you know. I mean,
how many turns passed
it'd be a
for
roll.
them carrying me?
It'd be 8, right?
It was.
Because one in the middle,
Oh, yeah,
3,
yeah.
and then 2.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm trying to see whether or not I'm still large or if I've gone back to medium.
I mean, it was 2
I
or
only
3
had
rounds.
one more. I only had 2 more turns left of being large. So
Okay.
if 2 turns, well, yeah, no,
'Cause
because I
you
made
did-
5
Yeah,
death saves.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm medium again.
Mm-hmm.
So
8 are
8.
surrounding you. Because
Yeah,
it's
if you're
3
in
in
the
the front,
center.
2 on the sides, 3 in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Well, I feel my armor on me.
Yes. They wouldn't have disrobed you. They would have
Gonna
disarmed
make it.
you.
That'll show 'em.
Listen, I've got to ask all the pertinent questions.
They're already beginning the
Sacrifice.
autopsy.
Yeah. Scalpel in hand. We're ready
Cut
to
him
go.
open right here. Let's see what makes this thing go.
Right in the lobby.
He would still be breathing. Like, they know he's still alive.
Yeah, I
just
mean, I'm gonna take
What
a
happens when I go to
cool
Barnes and
breath
Nobles?
of fresh air.
Okay.
Smack.
Boy.
And
The librarian made me do it.
that would be a pretty
Throw her under the bus and you
interesting
go
way
out.
to try to do it.
I've worked for the librarian this whole time.
Was I not supposed to go down there?
Stop, thief.
I'm on my back,
Mm-hmm.
Euphemia.
Where are my chains?
right? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna cast jump.
While you're on your back?
And he just splattered.
Why are you so fucking
my-
underneath him?
My jump triples.
Super.
you jumping?
Around.
Yippee! I'm alive!
Straight up?
I'm gonna dash, and I'm going to 15-foot high ceilings. There's nothing for me to hold on to.
There,
give him little light hooks.
there's rafters. I'll give you rafters.
Oh my god! I learned from watching Stalk.
I'm going to, yeah, I will 100% cast jump. And I will absolutely, like, kick up and instantly attempt to jump up and grab onto rafters. I'll provoke the full 8. I won't disengage. I will dash. Because the hope is that if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it.
Uh-huh.
Here's number 1.
Yep.
Natural 20.
No. It's a 23, though.
Yep.
Oof.
Alright, we're at 0.
Now, unfortunately, your momentum would carry. You jump. You do that. You
Straight to the
jump,
ceiling.
and given that they're watching you do this, as you start to take off, one of them just swings forward and punches you in the air as
Sure.
your momentum carries.
Yeah.
You go to the ceiling,
I like to think it's like swords out like limbo and just like shoots up and just.
and you fall from the ceiling.
Does he land on the rafters?
He would land on the ground.
Okay.
After a 15-foot fall.
Yeah.
And you would take a d6 of fall damage.
Yep. Bam, bam.
Rip.
Knock the 2 fails.
Sick.
Everyone else,
I'm.
before I flip back upstairs. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna listen to the other door. See if I hear anything else on the other door.
I'm just gonna roll 20 again, dude. It's fine.
Make a perception check.
Easy.
Just infinite.
5.
I will say you don't hear anything through that door at all. You do, however, hear a commotion above you. A commotion. That's all you got.
The second door that I listened to, if I open it, what do I see?
Do you open it?
I do.
Okay. Ahead of you, you see a 10-foot hallway that leads forward into what you can identify from here as a circular room. Lined with bookcases.
Would you allow me to open the other door
The one...
that I listened to first?
I'll
Assuming there's
I'll
nobody.
let you open that door, run over, and check the other one, sure.
Right.
So the first door you open, beyond that door, you would see a sign that says, or on the door I guess it would be, or just slightly inside of it, you would see it labeled as biographies.
That's where I should have looked for the biography.
In the main room, I'm gonna
I yelled at
listen to
Crom,
the door.
assuming he doesn't, or not Crom, sorry. I yelled at Olaf, assuming he doesn't answer. I run back. That's what I hear.
We're gonna... Anybody else before I...
Yeah, I'm in the room with the smoking bottle. She found the corridor. I found the door. I'm gonna listen to the door.
She then ran over and opened the door.
No, I went down the corridor
She
and
went
opened
down.
the two doors.
You said
There's
there was a
another
corridor.
door.
She went down the corridor and listened to the
Sure,
two.
I'm sorry. So the door on your right checked. It continued straight for the next door ahead of you, and then listened to that door.
You said there was
not,
a door.
Not the door in the chamber where what door are you checking? The one in the chamber or the one at the end of the corridor?
So I was in the library room with the smoking bottle.
Correct.
There was a corridor and a door.
You're checking the door in that room.
I'm checking the door. She checked the corridor.
You checked the door in the corridor.
You said there was 2 doors in the corridor.
Correct.
Yeah, I checked both of those doors.
Okay, so there's one here and then one at the end of the hallway. You opened the door at the end of the hallway.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the one you're talking about. Like, you opened this door, or listened, opened the door, then continued down the hallway to the next door.
Yes.
Where presumably, obviously Minerva doesn't know this, but where they would have taken Olaf.
Maybe.
Because they didn't walk toward you,
Sure.
and you only know of one way.
Right.
And yeah, so you would continue to that door. You swing it open. There's also 4 guards in that room.
Excuse me.
This isn't where I park my car.
We are going to come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we would be running.
I fucking did it. Run it back.
What?
You can't hold me.
Get!
It's not. Legitimately.
He can't be killed. He's unkillable. He's been trying for years.
I feel like you've
I
earned Revenant at this
I
point.
will forego the action I was gonna take to allow that nat 20 to exist.
Sure, no, I mean, if you're gonna execute me, you can fucking execute me. Like, I've got 2 fails. Like, if that's what they would do upon having seen me leave, like, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost assuredly,
Yeah.
they would see a lifeless body come to life, spring toward the ceiling, go unconscious again, drop to the ground, and they are absolutely gonna make sure now.
Sure.
With advantage, right? For the hit to attack?
Yeah, 100%.
2 nat ones.
It's 24.
Yeah. Good night, Moo.
I'm up. I'm down. I'm up. I'm down. Oh.
I thought you were gonna grab your drink and just
Pouring out for the
keep doing that,
homies.
like underhand grab.
So, I think everyone else needs to fuck off for a little bit. Because you guys aren't there. And by fuck off, I mean just politely leave. Not literally fuck, you know what I mean?
You know.
Not
Yeah.
literally.
But also.
But also,
Unless.
Do deal, man.
Cool.
what do you see as fitting for Olaf post-death? What, like the life flashing before his eyes, what do you think Olaf's would be?
I would hear a tiefling girl screaming in the woods.
Okay.
And I would hear the sound of thudding fists and the similar feeling of the head of an axe heavily striking into a wooden floor, that like sensation where you get the dense thud without a ringing because you're striking wood. And I would simply see her face once and hear her smile. And I think that would be it.
And then it would just fade to black?
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's a fitting end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring them back in. I hope they didn't go too far.
I'll grab them.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect it to be this long. I could sit here awkwardly or just kind of address the fact that it's taking longer than I expected. Appreciate y'all watching. Birds aren't real. Welcome back. Hello.
Coming in one at a time.
And I see.
Joe was so one more time. Hey, thank you.
Sorry, I'm just applauding you all in. Well, she's probably just gonna walk with y'all wherever you went.
Yeah, well, she opened the door to the guards.
Correct.
In there. We
Yep.
would be running, so I don't know how far we've made it. I don't know if we've caught up to at least where Crom is now.
Yeah.
With it being a couple turns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be pretty. You would all be in the same area at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ears pressed to the door.
The door in the chamber, the what is it, city history room or whatever I called it.
I believe so, yeah. Secondary. Yeah.
The second city history, the not redacted city history.
Appendix B.
Yeah, the one that's not hidden behind a secret door. Through that, you keep your ear pressed to that door. You can make a perception check to listen through it.
Didn't you open it, or was it locked?
Hmm?
Did you not?
Did you open it?
No.
Oh, I
I
thought
didn't
you
think
did.
so. Okay.
16.
16. Through that door, you don't hear anything. I'll say you do hear the door at the end of the corridor swing open, which you wouldn't be able to see because of the smoke in the room.
From the other direction that she had moved off to.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
And then Flint and Chessa, you'd just be in the same room as Crom.
is there
We're
anything
running
around
wherever
me?
We're still running over there.
Sure.
Yeah, with the smoke, we would also, I guess, be going slowly.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
guys
yell
wouldn't
out,
see
like,
me.
Crom!
Yeah.
Minerva! Olaf!
I'm assuming that this is an old beat up library. Would there be like books or anything on the floor?
Not on the floor, no.
No.
There's bookcases all around, it is a library. There's primarily books and bookcases in each room.
Okay.
Walk into this room full of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
See
That
if I-
identifies magic items, right?
Yeah, I think so. Should.
It's any source of magic.
Source of magic, yeah.
Yeah, which a magic item would be a source
Presence
of magic.
of magic within
Yeah.
30 feet of me.
You would be able to sense. Well, first, all of the smoke would identify as magic, but you would also sense the origin point of it as being the smoking bottle hidden behind a book.
A large magic monkey.
Just outlined monkey.
Monkey.
Can I go grab the bottle and close it?
Yep, absolutely. You reached where Olaf had hidden it and capped the bottle, and soon, I don't know how long the smoke lasts, but we'll say it evaporates pretty quickly, and you're able to see into this room.
Yeah, here in the door creak, I would as it starts clearing, I'd see you guys and point to where the noise came from down the corridor, and you obviously wouldn't see anybody with me.
Where's Minerva and Olaf? I guess we're running.
Yeah, we'd be running towards the corridor.
Okay. Towards where Minerva is?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 guards ahead of you.
Are they monks?
Yep.
This isn't the bathroom.
This isn't where I park my car.
One of them, after seeing you open the door and kind of stand there for a minute, he state your business.
Did you close the door?
Wrong room, and shuts the door.
Okay.
I begin making my way, not sprinting, but briskly walking the other direction.
Okay.
I'm assuming I come up to these guys. Olaf's not back there.
Where did he go?
I don't know, but he's not back there. We need to go.
Don't point back the other way. And push you guys through the doorway, like, get back, like, close
You would
the door.
hear the door you just closed start to open.
Got visitors.
Closing the other door at the end of the hallway closed now.
Where was the biography?
So
There was no other door. It was just a
it's
corridor.
door.
No, there was 2 doors, because one was just a...
Right. So you walk out of the city history room. You walk straight. There's a door to your right. You walk through a corridor, no door. You just walk out of the room,
Right.
and straight ahead of you there's a door. The door on your right doesn't close to block off this hallway. It's to
Oh,
another
so like
room.
looking down the corridor, I would see her coming back. Like
Correct. And the door behind her. And that door is the one that's starting to open.
yeah, as the door starts creaking and I see her like, if that's the case and there's no door there, I would shove you two over to the side, out of view of the door.
Okay.
And do you guys have anything else? Otherwise, I think that's a fair place to leave it for tonight.
Sure.
If you guys have anything else you want to do in the meantime.
I would just be readying an action for theoretically people coming down here with an Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
And I would put my hand out for her
Is John
to
out
pull
in the
her
office?
in.
He's upstairs,
Okay.
so we'll just...
Oh, sure.
I
Right.
don't know if he wants to come back. I'll...
Yeah, just I want to see if he wants to come back for the ending or not.
Yeah, I would stick out my hand to Minerva to pull her in close to me.
Monkey man.
Whoa. Fighter of the Monkey Man.
Whoa.
Get off the dungeon.
We'll give it a minute.
Yep. I don't imagine he would sprint down here, so.
He's old and slow.
Same, dude.
Also same.
Well,
Rip to a real one.
honestly.
One out for the homie.
And it's bad, bad. Hold off, Brad.
Just the sound of dice clicking together.
Thank you for coming to my Terran talk.
Is he coming down or?
He might have been in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I
he
think
might
I
have
heard
been
it.
in the bathroom.
Alright, well, you
That's
want
fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Friends, thank you very much for watching this evening. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the City of Oshwamp. We will not be live next Friday for the Lost Kings of Adoris, but then we will be live on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern for the Veiled Forests of Orvigo. Yeah, thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate it, and we will see you next time.
Bye, friends.
Good night.